Welcome. Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Shin Megami Tensei 5. Pharaoh Fiasco here, and Yuzuru was palling around here, so you're here after all. I was worried since I suddenly lost contact. As a Nahobino, you're closer to the recreation of the world than anyone else. But, just like you, I now know that I'm worthy of that duty as well.
Do you have a sec?
I don't intend to compete with you, but if you aren't clearly dedicated to our cause, then I ask that you don't get involved. Tokyo means everything to me, and ideally, I hope you would feel the same way.
A moment.
Sire Yuzuru, we must be off. We cannot allow the other gods to get ahead of us.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it really baffles me how they're going to come in at the 11th hour and be like, we know you've basically been running this race by yourself up until this point, but step aside and let us do whatever we want. But, yeah. Just had to make sure we were able to all see that, see Yuzuru's hubris before his, what is it, pride goeth before the fall? Uh-oh. What's going on with you? There we go. Do a little bit of this action. And in case that went by too quickly for you to catch it, we're now 5 levels stronger. And also, there we go. But yeah, we're 5 levels stronger and we're ready to get to killing. Not just yet though, because there's something that I want to do. Obviously, I was running back and forth at this particular juncture. Uh-oh. Where is... No. This isn't where we wanted to go. Here it is. We had to get up this way, even though we could have jumped up.
Here you go.
Ooh, hold on.
Hey.
Garnet. Still useful. But yeah, I didn't talk to any of these guys except the one.
Now then.
That wretched demon. How on earth are we supposed to stop it? At this rate, all of Tokyo will...
Oh.
You there, demon. Who do you serve? Depending on your answer. What? What do you mean you don't understand? I sense no ill will from you. Very well. Allow me to explain. Somebody should task us with killing Seth. We Kurama Tengu are currently fighting to protect Tokyo from a monstrous demon. His name is Abaddon, and he is a demon unleashed upon us by the gods themselves. Okay, we have not encountered Abaddon just yet, so... Those who oppose him are swallowed along with the very earth they tread and sealed away. He is a troublesome and harrowing force to reckon with. He has already consumed several cities within Tokyo, leaving only nothing but a silent abyss in his wake. It is only a matter of time before he reaches here, too. Abaddon must be defeated as soon as possible, but... It pains me to say this, but we stand no chance against him.
Now then.
You, on the other hand, well, I can sense a great power within you. I have a favor to ask. Would you defeat Abaddon for us?
Splendid.
Thank you. Now then, I shall tell you where you can find him. Head past Ueno Park from here in Shinobazu Pond, and you should see him. A demon his size is difficult to miss. I implore you to make haste. Alright, so... Kill Abaddon. Gotcha. Still no word on killing Seth, however. But I feel like we're... Because the main thing we want to do is that group of 4 demons that we ended off on last time. We got their number now, I like to think anyways. Ooh, no, wait. Oh, okay, not too much progress lost.
Oh, you want some? Well, do ya?
Go ahead and grab this in.
Hey,
Vitality incense. Sure. I mean, if they're just gonna leave this out in the open for us. A hundo glory. Oh, there's Abaddon. Let's not, though. I think it's probably like level 70. Interestingly enough, it's not really taking notice of us. Barong's essence. Okay. So we don't want to do that. Don't want to do any kind of fate tempting. A Nebiros. Whoa. And some Decarabias. No thank you. Bishamonten. The last one. You should not be difficult to beat. Items. Spyglass. 58. Yeah, we can handle you. Weak to ice, which is perfect for her.
I won't hold back.
I increased Tal's recovery affinity, so now her Light of Order costs 119, which, I mean, yeah, it's still a whole lot, but not as much. Another Ice Draco Strike. We are actually going to Marakunda. And she's basically going to... Yeah.
I will heal you.
It's the buff, dude. It's a really good skill. It's amazing. Oh! You serious? Okay. Tarukaja. That's not as good. That's okay, because we got something for him. 338. Can you imagine if we were actually using Bufudine?
Take this.
We've got her with, yep, 300, putting in the work. Let's go for the Nile Claw. Yeah, see, ultimately that ended up being a better investment. Now we will Buffalo once more. And we're going to have Luke Garrow get out of here. Do something else with his life.
Behold, my power.
Alright, got him at about half health. Yoshitsune, as blasphemous as it feels to say, Yoshitsune is probably on his way out, actually. Like, I definitely do think that on our next trip to the World of Shadows, I'm not going to be as reticent to heal him, to fuse him away as I have been previously. Like, I think he's served his purpose well. Second Tarukaja. Gathering nearby Magatsuhi. Alright, we really just have to know what to block. He'll probably hit us with Miragi Dine then. Which, I mean, won't be a real problem. Ooh. He should have critted, though. Omagatoki critical. Because this is where we want to do the big damage at.
I won't hold back.
Get some 413. Same with our brand new Loki, who is actually kind of underleveled, but he's got that high restore. Going to be making quite a bit of use out of that. That's for sure. Items. Well,
Freeze.
being able to completely pay for our attacks, though. You are going to get him with a nice ice gem.
Take this.
And another Bufudine. So I'm quite satisfied with how that turn went. And now we just need to fire dampen so that we don't get wiped out. Even though we resist fire, so But I'm not sure if that's the case for everybody. Nope. Right back into the thick of it. Get some. Too bad she's got nothing. We didn't put restore on her. But we really just need that 8th skill slot. We get that, and we are in busyness. Yeah, that's basically paying for itself every time. Kinda wish we could critical with that, but oh well.
Freeze.
We might be able to get the kill this turn if I'd used an ice gem with Soen instead of Bufula. We might have been able to clinch it, but no, I think we got it. As long as we don't miss. Yep, got him. Nice. Well, that's Bishamonten freaking dead. So I feel like there's probably like a request or something tied to killing all 4 of these things, but we just haven't gotten it yet for whatever reason. Alright, can't go down there, which is fine. But I do not know where we're at. We can't go up here. And there's nothing for us right there except for the Neberos. Nothing that way. Okay. We are a long way from Shinobazu Pond. Okay, Kushimitama. Come here. Always want to make sure we get these items. 1. We got no spyglass. We can use the life drain gem though. Yeah. We're basically gonna have to guess. Dark Shard?
I won't hold back.
No, it was a long shot. Let's go for Zon. I'm feeling lucky with Zon. I should not have felt lucky with Zon. Alright, that's on me though. We should have had the spyglass. We'd have been good to go with one of those. Alright. That's okay. You win some, you lose some, and we're actually getting close to a thingamabob. Uh-oh. This is not where we wanted to end up at. Oh, it's on the other side of this wall. So are we good?
Here you go.
We might be.
Hey.
2 more concentrate gems. Where are we? Squeeze through here. I think this brought us back to Shinobazu Pond. Alright. This is not worth fighting.
This'll do.
Yeah, we don't care about killing these things. A Clotho and 3 Decarabias. Now, if it had been an Atropos, actually, I think there's a couple of demons who we have on, whatchamacallit, we have on Retainer. Atropos, Moshuvu, and somebody else. And me. Come here, buddy boy. Zeus got the lightning, can destroy the whole universe, yeah? Scary. Zeus won't do squat. All we gotta do is bully that man a little bit and he'll be done. Uh-oh. Who's coming at us? Suiki. We don't care about that. But Futsunushi here. Is it really impossible to talk matters over? How lamentable. There is a most familiar smell about you. I am Futsunushi of the Amatsukami. Might you hear me out? The source of my woes lies with those foreign demons that have recently come to this land. More specifically, it is their ill deeds that I disapprove of. They're an aggressive lot. They dare to try and steal these lands from us. Long ago, we of the Amatsukami clashed often with the Kunitsukami. Now, however, we both protect this land. If those of another country have nowhere to go and wish to stay here, I wouldn't turn them away. However, if they intend to act as if they now own this land, then that is different. Their goal has always been this. Attempting to reason with them is nothing but a waste. Poor little bastion of civilization, Japan, having to fend off the foreign demons from taking over what's not theirs. Japan #1. Harmony is the greatest virtue. It means the two sides should respect each other and talk in order to reach an understanding. Sadly, the path of peace has been severed. We have no choice but to act against the outsider demons. To that end, I would like to ask for your help. Could you vanquish the fallen demon that terrorizes this land? This is probably going to be Seth. Thank you. I am in your debt. I wish for you to smite a demon named Yggdramalek. Oh, no. He is hiding out in Umayabashi. It is all up to you now. Still no Seth one, huh? Alright, well.
Here you go. Hey,
Lifestone storage full, of
Oh, you
course.
want some? Well, do ya? Hey,
I think we're a long way from Shinobazu. But... Ooh. Quatho. Oh no! God dang it. But can't we just... We should be able to get back up there pretty quickly, right? Or not? What is the point of that? Well, in any case, we can just go right back up. We're not interested in killing you, Clotho. Hecaton Kyrus' essence. So, it was just Magatsuhi that was our reward? Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely took a wrong turn somewhere. That's okay, though. We'll just regain the plot of what we were trying to do. First, we'll hit up Cadaver's Hollow to make sure that we're good on dampeners and stuff. And to sell these to fund our habit.
Need anything else?
Yes, actually, we definitely do.
Look at.
We'll just do gems.
Thanks. Look at. Say. Thanks.
Just to make sure we've got them all maxed out.
Thanks.
Some dampeners.
Say. Look. Say.
You just can't get fizz dampeners.
Look and. Say. Thanks.
Alright.
Say.
And I think that's it for him. Now we just have to recover a bit. Alright. I am feeling confident about this. But no matter how confident I'm feeling, that won't be money in the bank. At least not just yet. Alright. Party. We've got Arahabaki. What level are we? Because Arahabaki is about to learn Debilitate. It's not too far away from that, but we've got the Grimoires for a reason. So I'm going to get Arahabaki Debilitate, then we're going to kill the demons, and then we're going to go in. Alright, we've got our enemies, and I've still got the notes that I made last time. So we'll start with, wait. If anyone's weak to electricity... No. Scotty's weak to fire, though, so... Yeah, that's what we want to see. Now Tao can buff everybody. Ooh, crap. We'll have to wait another turn for our Habaki to be able to debuff everybody. For right now, Muroon. Siegfried is weak to Zon, Light, and Dark. Yeah, if you're coming to this episode and wondering how I know that, the previous episode literally ended with me taking notes on what everybody was weak to. You got Ice and Light. Alright, so it's going to be a white Draco Strike on you. So much more doable. Well, if we're focusing down Siegfried right now, let's go ahead and hit him with one of these here light gems. And then she'll keep the... Atavaka nulls light, so we're not going to be able to do that. Okay, Ice, Fire, Zon, Light, Dark, and Zon and Dark. Alright. So we'll have her use a light gem as well.
I won't hold back.
169. Dang, barely anything. But a debilitate on these guys. Yeah, I definitely should have spaced them out a little better. In order to get all 8 turns, we had to wait. That's okay, though. 280. We'll do it all over again next turn, provided everybody survives. Nice. Except we got an insta-kill, bro. Alright. Now, literally anything could be happening. We got another white Draco Striker here. But he's got Zondyne and resists everything.
Let's go.
Alright, and then she can Light of Order everybody once more.
I will heal you.
Alright. Now our Habaki has got to attack. $248. Yeah, this turn is going to be a little touch and go. Siegfried, you're also weak to Zon. That Force Pleroma putting in work. Let's... Yeah, we'll light gem him, but... What's the most likely thing we'll be hit with? Let's just do the Dark Dampener again. Or... Reflects a magic attack once for one ally for one turn. We'll do it on... our Habaki. Because if we Magic Mirror, then no matter what they do... Ow. Alright. Nice. Alright, well. That was very helpful. And I think this turn, expand critical aura. Dekaija own. Negate all buff effects on all foes.
You ready?
We are indeed ready. Next, we'll go in with a Zon gem. There it is. Alright, Siegfried, you gotta die first, dude. Friggin' dead. And I guess there's no harm in Scotty next. We already started on her, right? Yeah. Let's get Scotty out of here next. Mudoon. Barong is also weak to dark. But we're focusing on Scotty right now. No reason to split our damage on this most crucial of turns. And alright, we're not going to get anything out of our Force Pleroma with him just yet. That is A-okay. Yes, please. One Agidine. 631. You freaking see that, dude? The damage.
Take this!
Alright, you're friggin' dead. And yeah, it's a bit of a waste, but re-upping on the debilitate for these two while we can. And we'll go right back to Zon for you. Nope. Got both of his turns out of there. Okay, we are fully in control of this fight now. Tao is going to have to Light of Order everybody in order to make sure that our buffs stay buffing. She needs Boon Boost. Barong is weak to dark. Alright, so I guess we can split our focus. 2-on-1.
Freeze!
There we go. Get some. 366. And it's a full moon. Not that that really matters, I guess. We definitely will be Mudo owning once more. And Fuki, that Zondine. Yeah, with the Force Pleroma, unrivaled. Alright. This, if everything goes right, well, I doubt we're going to be able to kill Atavaka this turn. That is definitely asking for way too friggin' much. Instead, where is it? Give me what I want. Give me what I need. It's gonna be Force Gem. Got some. You're friggin' dead. Alright. And with that, it's only ice that this guy's weak to. So, with ice being the sole weakness here, let's go ahead and start putting that hurting on him. Oh yeah, no, we definitely have this in the bag this turn. Will not be surviving another round. In fact, Tao might get the win here. Is the dub Tao's? It is indeed hers. Well, that went nicely. Our own Atavaka leveled up. Alright, so third to last, Abscess. At least I think so. Prayer of Strength and Prayer of Magic. We do want those, even though they're probably going to be really expensive. And I'm sure that they don't actually, like... We only actually get those points up until they hit our own level. Ananta, you did good work, even though you got clobbered. So we'll save over this one. Now, we have two more. One that we were actually extraordinarily close to. So I think it's that one that I want. That is not what I meant to do. Yeah. We can just about plot a route out there, but first things first, what I was trying to do at the very beginning of this episode was go to that one particular spot.
Here you go.
Completely failed at that. Past here. It's the Sarasvati that I've been wanting to talk to. Oh, how unusual to find a visitor here. And not only that, I sense a great power from you, akin to that of Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma. I am Sarasvati. I am a goddess who presides over water. There is something that I wish for you to procure for me. Will you hear me out? Thank you. I'm gathering Amrita showers for the purpose of purifying this ruined earth. However, Amrita showers are very precious and I'm having difficulty getting them on my own. I would like you to gather the Amrita showers for me. If you could get 2, it would be a great help. Okay, well, Amrita showers are really friggin' precious, but... yeah, we only got 4. Oh, thank you so much! You've brought me so many precious Amrita showers. Please take this as your reward. So we can exchange Amrita showers for Balms of Life with her. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that too much. Because, we've got Samarakarm. I don't have very many demons who can make Pachra, which obviously is all on me, but... Alright, so now back to what we were doing, which, again, I pressed the wrong freaking button again. Alright, Gotta plot a route. So what we want to do is turn around, actually. Yeah, we can see it. Alright. Past you chumps. Down this way. Ignoring that. Cerberus. Cerberuses are actually really friggin' obnoxious to deal with. Alright, yep, up this way. Up here again. Past Futsunushi. Whoa, who tried to... These Suikis, dude. Oh my god. It's definitely this way we want to keep going. Or is it? I am very clearly wrong. Can we swoosh around? Absolutely swoosable. Good. Alright. You're friggin' next. Alright, some Luke Garrows, which we're not scared of at all. Sibylle and Skaha. Sibylle, weak to lightning. Skaha, also weak to lightning. Oh. Well, you guys had a good run. Sibylle, probably going to be the bigger problem. Nice. With that, we'll Light of Order. Get ourselves where we're supposed to be. Dang. After this, I'm probably... Oh my gosh. I hope I remember to switch our Habaki into the 4th slot. we'll just have you use an Elect Shard. And since neither of them are weak to what he's got, yeah, we'll stay on Sibylle for the time being. We've got to. Tao is definitely going to start using our Elect Gems. Go ahead and get some of these. Boom, baby. Now we can finally debilitate. Give ourselves even more of a fighting chance. And a second Titanomachia. Overall, a pretty solid first turn. We resist physical attacks. Sexy dance. Okay, that's more of a problem. We will actually Ruinous Thunder. And then we're gonna have Tao Amrita Shower. Unless moderate HP recovery. Alright. So she can't heal us from that, but that's fine.
Behold, my power.
Had to do that. No way around it. Yeah, let's not lose out on an entire turn. You do what you gotta do. Yeah, we definitely made the good choice, the correct choice. Choosing Sibylle to start with. And I think we'll have Arahabaki do his thing before we have Tao re-up on her thing. Another Elect Gem? Well, I don't mind if and I do. And debilitate. Make sure that you guys have nothing. Get some. Ooh, one of them was a crit too. Makijamon. Everybody got.
I hope you're prepared.
Yeah. I'm like, we're pretty good against that particular skill. Alright, so first, since we don't lose out on a turn, we'll Elect Shard them both. Then she can Amrita Shower us once more. It was a friggin' setup, dude. With Sarasvati taking half of our thingamabobs. They've got the status ailments for days. Next turn, I think. Get some. Next turn, I think we're gonna do the critical. Oh, we should have done it this turn, actually. Alright. That's fine. We've still got it. We're still good to go. One Light of Order. Get our buffs doubled. And since Tao didn't do it the second go round, instead of an Elect Shard, we'll Elect Gem you. And I don't know. What are they looking like for Zon? Okay, no Zon affinity. So we can Zondyne Sibylle. 386. Heyo. Alright, one wasted turn, which we're good on. Dang. They really chose to be bad, I guess. Alright, well. This turn, we're not doing that. It is on. One Ruinous Thunder. Honestly, I'd be surprised if this didn't take her out. Yeah, 664. That is way too much. And now everybody, let's start stomping on Skaha's neck. 523. You better believe we're about to keep doing it. Since his regular attacks will crit too, 190. Still, a respectable amount of damage for a basic attack. I will not say no to that. 697, almost 700 damage, which I'm surprised did not put her in the red, but there it is. That's the red. Ken? Nice. All right. I was wondering if we were going to be able to get it, but all right. I'll take it. And 2 magic mirrors. Right on friggin' time. Divine Garrison 9. And then the basic element masteries. All right. I mean, I wouldn't have preferred those, but... We don't have any other... I mean, we can only really go back to Shinobazu Pond, right? Well, I guess there's this whole unexplored area that we could go to, but... First things first is right there. Somebody has a request for us, though, so... Once we get to that request, we'll make our move. Did I go the wrong way? I certainly did. Into the lair of Suiki's. One of their many lairs, actually. These jokers only really know how to jump out and surprise people. Chimera's essence. Yeah, if we just jump down. Some Dekarabias. Complete small fry. A Yatagarasu. You must be Soen. I'm Yatagarasu. The Bethel Japanese branch? Actually, I shouldn't use that name anymore. Yamatsukami sent me here with orders to support you. So I will be joining you, or so I'd like to say, but unfortunately, my ankles are in such pain that I can't fly properly. Dude's just trying to get out of doing the work. If you could spare 3 ambrosia for me, that should be enough to treat my injury and perform my duties. It's your feet, not your wings? Yes, that is how badly my legs are injured. I have 3 legs, so I will need to treat myself 3 times. Does he? He does! I never noticed that before. Anyways, I need 3 ambrosia before anything else. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you, Soen. Oh, do you already have the ambrosia? Yeah. You obtain Yatagarasu's essence. Even then, the dude didn't even really join our party, but that's fine. We didn't need another Yatagarasu. Thank you. Now I can go with you. What? Don't I need to treat myself first? I'm feeling better now, so no need. These sell for a hefty price, you know. I can't just use them so carelessly. Okay, I'm ready to help you, but I'm not quite at my best yet, so just leave me out of the fighting. I will handle navigation. Guidance is my proper divine station anyway. Alright, I'll be over by the ley line fount, so please call upon me if you have need of a navigator. Alright. Well, we don't need a navigator, so... well, I could jump down there if I wanted to. The only thing is, I don't want to. Ooh, we do eventually need to go that way, though. Definitely we're going to heal up. And we need to re-up on our stuff, too. In the most serious of ways. We don't have any new relics to sell. That is okay, though.
Look at say.
Yeah, these elect gems, we went through a bunch of these.
Thanks.
Look at
Say thanks.
We don't really need anything else, thankfully.
always a
Well, we do need to heal ourselves up a little bit. Yeah, definitely took some heat. And before we save, there we go. Now we're going to be able to use our turns much more effectively. Alright. First things first, which way to our next destiny? We want to start going this way. Skip over those puny small fry. They don't want the action with us anyways. A Queen Mab, who we actually still need. Hopefully there's going to be like a straight path to where we need to get to. Whoa, there's a bunch of demons up there. So I guess up there we'll go. Yeah, it's looking like we probably do need to get to higher ground. And those demons should run from us anyway, so. Just up and 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 up. Alright. There are not as many demons up here as I thought. In fact, there seem to be none. Alright, well. And we can't scope out... What is that? Honestly, it looks like the Vortex world. Because now, knowing what we know now, it makes a lot of sense if that's the case. We're definitely facing the wrong way. So let's hop. There we go. That's where we want to get to. So we want to make sure we do not fall. That side path takes us further away from our destination. Oh, nope, they tried to get us. Here we go. I think. No, this is to lead to here. Alright. Sibylline's essence. Never gonna say no to that. But it does not seem like... So do we... Do we go down in order to get up? Oh, we can't actually go back around. Well, that's not a Memon either. And there's Garuda flying in the distance. I can never... On first blush, I can never friggin' remember which one's Garuda and which one's Jatayu. I get them mixed up all the time. Huh. Now how? Because we gotta get all the way up there. Is this conducive to that? I wonder. No. Now how does one make their way up there? Very interesting. I feel like we were closer before. Like, maybe at some point... Yeah, we gotta fall? So, is the ground path... Do we have to... God dang it. Alright, yeah, there's no, I mean, there's no Matama here, so... Uh-oh. My headphones... Alright. But yeah, there's no Matama, so we're not sticking around.
Here.
We do not care what's going on right there. Neither do we care what's going on with this Loop Garo. Anyway, up. Not yet. Oh. We totally could have gotten that when I was up there before. Okay, looks like this is going to be it. This is going to be our point of ingress. Before we go that way, though, we got to get to hopping and skipping and jumping. Okay. It makes sense that we can't go in there, but... God dang. Alright. Got to be a little more careful. Alright, now... This is all ours. Seth's essence, even before we took on the thing itself. Alright, well. Anything back there? Yes, actually, there is something back here that we want very much. And it's that, which we can only get by going up that way and then falling. Okay, I'll hunt those later. I'm not super worried about those thrones. Oh my gosh. Alright, so thrones, bit more of an issue. Don't come at us.
Hey, hey, hey!
Whoa. A fourth one. Okay. Okay, not an issue. And in fact, we had to get to this fourth one in order to open up the third one. We'll actually keep on this path first because there should be another ley line found here. Human first lived in caves, then they built houses. Funny how caves still here long after houses come down. That, I mean, he's got a point. But that's the price that you pay for luxury. Ephemeralness? Ephemerance? They're ephemeral is what I'm saying. Now, bless us with a ley line found. Nua again. What's he doing?
No. If Master Abdiel's defeated, what'll happen to our world? She's the only one who can bring this place order. You can't lose now, Archangel. You just can't. Without you, Tokyo, society itself will tear itself apart.
Calm down.
Divine diversity's not an answer. It's chaos. All we need is a single ultimate truth. What we don't need is an excess of false opinions. But how can I even prove that?
By killing everyone who disagrees with you. That's God's way.
Wait, that's right. If your prayer is indeed for harmony, bring it about yourself. That's what that voice was telling me. Okay, maybe I suck on my own, but being useful to Master Abdiel is enough. That's right. I've got this. I've had this. My knowledge alone will serve the greater good! I have to stand up strong.
He's gone completely off the deep end. My man's about to take a dive, isn't he? Oh. He's a sucker no longer. Well, he's still a sucker for God, but... Uh-oh. Wait, what? Huh?
And rise above the rest. I'll be the sword of heaven.
So that's his Nahobino form? Intriguing. So we had to see that before the ley line made itself clear to us. Now we're in Umayabashi, but you were literally just looking at Nua. There she is. He took his hat off and slicked his hair back, and now he looks completely different. It's you. I have one small favor to ask. Don't tell Yakuma what we discussed, yes? If he finds out, you might find yourself in grave danger indeed. Or he might find himself in grave danger. Didn't we beat the brakes off of both of you guys back to back? So keep those lips sealed. It's a promise, yes? Huh.
I think right now we're somewhere in Nordic demon territory. Don't you think? I sure do. I heard their leader, Odin, is gathering human souls to build an army of his own.
Odin is not worth worrying about.
Seems like coming all the way over to Japan was a little much, huh? I mean, right? If you ask me, he should just go home and play with some giants or something, you know? Totally.
How do we get... Oh! Adramelech. And since he's got a mission for us, Adramelech will probably ask us to kill Futsunushi. Who might you be? Were you so smitten by my beauty that you couldn't resist speaking to me? That's not it? What a shame. Oh, you've come to see if what Futsunushi said is true, you say. So you didn't accept his side of the story without question. How gentlemanly. I like you. Now, I don't know what Futsunushi told you, but given that I don't listen to him, he probably asked you to kill us. How do you suppose a civilized conversation is supposed to go in this day and age? Demons naturally kill and take what they want. Justice is decided by the strong. You know what I'm saying? Then please bring the iron hammer of justice down upon that fool. So since we helped out Black Frost and killed Dionysus, or beat Dionysus, this time we're going to help out the forces of chaos and we're going to beat Futsunushi. Thank you. I knew I was right to ask you. The old-timer who needs a healthy serving of justice is the Yamatsukami, Futsunushi. You should be able to find him near Ueno Park. Please go and make him open his eyes to reality. If you succeed, then perhaps I shall join you. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so Adramelech is in our future. But right now, who we gotta worry about are these last two abscesses. Unless we uncover, like, a fifth one. But first things first, we're gonna head back so we can get to that one that we were originally going to do. Nope. No distractions. Time capsule. Nope. It looks like there's a small path this way that'll take us to where we need to go. Yeah. You've got to be looking to get through here. Ooh, Yamato no Orochis. And those are the gaggle of demons, but this is our prize. Fafnirs galore. Nope. Oh my gosh, they're swinging at us. Okay, so these are going to be souped up versions of the demons we originally fought. Huh.
This'll do.
So they're level 99. Okay, cool. I was worried. Those stats. Whew. Weak to Mudo. I will spyglass you. So even though they're level 99, their stats really haven't kept up. It's weak to everything except Fizz. So in that case... 61, really? That's it? Definitely need to debilitate. I was scared for a second. Like, let's get the heck out of here scared. Yeah, Pixie's got high heal Pleroma, but we'll see how high that ends up being. Let's hope none of them null light. Okay, we do have 2 that null light. But we didn't really lose out on anything. They get 8 turns? 180. Okay, so their stats aren't reflective of how powerful they are even a little bit. So these things might be more of a problem than previously thought. We'll leave it to Tao to heal everybody, though. Once we're healed and buffed to the max, shouldn't be a problem. Fuki is going to use his turn to heal Arahabaki, though, because poison is not a joke in this game. Will easily kill us in 2 or 3 turns at most, if we let it. So we're not about to let it. And we'll debilitate once more. And then just like before, we'll hit him with one of these. $94. Alright, well, not the grandest thing ever, but... Alright. We resist that. Not really sure. She can just heal him for 500 whenever she likes? Okay. I do not know what's up with this, but it's very clear that I would have to get pretty lucky in order to be able to beat these things as we are now. And I don't feel that lucky, so we won't be doing anything about that one anytime soon. But that's probably what all the good stuff is hidden behind, too. We'd have to go in with a plan. Yakumo! Has he been standing here this whole time?
Look.
It's you. I want to ask something. Is there anyone you really, truly hate, like I do? I loathe humans who lie and betray without a second thought, thinking only of themselves, never doing anything that doesn't benefit them. A world for humanity means all angels and demons alike need to die. But I figure we can do without humanity or human society's parasites too, right?
Right.
Being naive or gullible can lead to trouble, sure, but the scum who manipulate them are the real source of suffering and evil in our world. That's my goal, to purge the filth from our lives and our people. With them gone, our world can finally be just and fair, finally pure. But you'll never achieve your goals through wishful thinking alone. So what are yours? Okay, well, he didn't ask us any alignment questions. Oh, stuff. So now that we've got Neberos's essence, we're that much stronger. We'd have to get some serious killer Mudos people. Because if we had a team set up to, like, super capitalize on hitting them with Muto skills, then we could focus down Pixie and then everything else would just fall into place. Because we probably can do it. It would just require everybody going in on Pixie from the start. I did not heal even a little bit. That's okay, though. The game's got us. Potentially. Alright. So this one, oh my gosh. Alright, so they're already on us. And let's chakra. We'll double chakra drop. Ooh. Crap. Whew. Aha! Alright, Yatagarasu Throne and Mixra. Mixra is the name. I'm fairly certain
This'll do.
they're weak to Muto. Ice, okay.
I won't hold back.
194, which is good. And then you will spyglass this one. We've made a Yatagarasu in the past, but I can't remember what it was weak to. Okay, you're weak to Muto, like we thought. One debilitate. Then he shall Bufula you again. And Tao can Light of Order everybody. Or we can go one turn without Light of Ordering, if it means using it to figure out some more information. Though I'd be surprised if Throne wasn't weak to Muto. Yeah, okay. Muto and Ice. Alright. But it also knows Mediarama. Well, we know who's got to die first. Crap. Gathering Magatsuhi. Yeah, we cannot have you Mediara Haning. That doesn't work for me. Alright. Then, Tal, please, Light of Order us.
Be still. I will heal you.
Ooh. Just in time. He doesn't actually have anything here. So it looks like, we'll set up for... We'll predict the fire. Another Miragi dying. And hopefully we turn out to be right. Yeah, I know I wasted a whole lot of turns this go around, but we're mainly just trying to set up. So I guess it doesn't really matter if we Dark Shard here. Oh, it just resists it. In that case, we're actually going to stay on the Dark. Yeah, Yatagarasu's almost, well, we got it down to half health, so Wind Breath. Mediarama. 891. Alright, so this is going to be the turn for the critical then.
Watch this.
So first things first, we're going to use every single turn to its fullest. Because we've got to get this Yatagarasu out of here. 1 light of order.
Be still. I will heal you.
Perfect. Max health. And max stat buffs. We will also Dark Gem. Our Habaki is actually good because he's got Mudo-On. 500.
Take this.
There we go. She'll actually Bufudyne. Because 1 Titanomachia will finish off Yatagarasu. And we'll go for the Ice Gem. Can't Diarahan out of this anymore. Okay, I was like, don't we? Because we also resist light, so it also picked a bad choice anyways. There we go. Yeah, the other ones, maybe once we hit level 70, that's when I'll feel good about it. But for right now, well, once we hit level 70 and we've got some Mudo users, specifically a lot of people with like Dark Pleroma and High Dark Pleroma and stuff like that. Because we got to be able to focus down that Pixie. Like, we've got this one so in the bag, we're not even worried about the strategy for this one anymore. We just keep pounding away and we'll probably win this turn.
I won't hold back.
But I'm sure we can do this thing long before level 99. Or do that thing long before level 99. Healing Sutra. Yeah, level 54. It's time to fuse you away, Yoshitsune. I'm sorry, bro. You're 10 levels weaker than we are. We probably should have got rid of him a long time before now. But for the time being, that's probably all we're going to be able to manage. At least until we can get ourselves... How close are we to our next level? Not super close, but not super far away. We're probably not going to be able to continue running in that direction. Yeah. Because Nordic territory is that way. So let's see when they eventually stop us. Alright. So it's not just an invisible wall. That's how we proceed, but we're a little ahead of ourselves. I don't mind going to Nordic territory first, I guess, because we're already here. Yeah, because the more... Amrita Shower, nice. Yamata no Orochi. Oh, but you know what we could do? We could actually take a look at some of these other things that we've got in the meantime. What's this? Do we have to get on top of it? Huh. How do we get in? Apparently that's the building, but we gotta be up there. This looks like a good point of entry. Maybe. What's this Dominion want with us? How dare they fight over the throne without giving a second thought to our Lord's kindness? It is only thanks to his benevolence that they walk this earth without being condemned. Oh, it's you. Well done on slaying the Demon King. I am a Dominion, and I serve Bethel headquarters. As the one who slayed the Demon King Ariok, perhaps you can help me with something? As the chief gods of the various regions set their sights on the throne, the Egyptian branch has not yet made a move. The Egyptian branch has no chief god, so perhaps they immediately gave up on pursuing the throne. Ra's not after it? Alright. However, recently, there has been talk that the Egyptian branch's leadership has been handed to the young and capable Khonsu. They may be forming some manner of scheme. Could I ask you to investigate Khonsu and his group? No. Any threat to our Lord's throne cannot be overlooked. I must ask that you slay Khonsu. If you will do this for us, I will open the ley line found to their base, Odaiba. So you won't shy away from such a daunting task. You certainly have courage enough to have slain the Demon of Vengeance. Someone asked about Khonsu's whereabouts. Then I will leave it to you. I expect to hear a favorable result. So now we can get to Odaiba. Alright. Wait, what's that? Oh, a Mimon. I wasn't even looking at that. I saw the second Yamato no Orochi and thought it was something else. Her demon named Basuki got Key of Austerity. Alright. Two more Mimon. You serious? So I guess we've got to get to Khonsu first? Because there's no way up there. Yeah, we do not have the jump height for that. Lifestone storage full. We definitely don't need any more friggin' lifestones. Alright, can't get up it there either. Can we keep going this way? Looks like the answer is yes. Okay, because we did come here previously. There's Goko.
Listen well.
So Bethel triumphs over the King of Chaos, only to quickly collapse and become the very thing it meant to destroy. Does this seem strange to you? Or is it simply the natural order of things? If you were to ask me, I would say it was inevitable. Order is born from chaos from whoever claims victory. At which point, the question one should ultimately ask is, who will win?
Yes.
I will let you think on the answer.
Oh, you want some?
We're going to ultimately win. That's my answer. Purge Charm. Another one.
Well, do ya?
Jeez. A grimoire. Okay. So before we do this one, though, I want to save. Well, let's find out what we're up against, then we'll leave and save. God dang it. Luckily, we resist that. Didn't inflict a status on us. You better believe we're getting the heck out of here, though. Items. Smoke ball.
Here.
And the disappearing act. Crap! Alright. A second fire Draco strike. Ooh. So,
This'll do.
at least now we know this thing's gimmick. Alright. Skills. We will Miracle Water. Nope. Not about to get us yet again. Alright, it's just a Yamato no Orochi. And then we'll Spyglass. Level 67. Alright, it's weak to Zeo. And then it only knows Titanomachia. So weak to Zeo, and we want people who are good against Fizz. So we've already got that in the bag, I guess. Weak to Zeo and somebody who's good against Fizz. Alright. I think the only people we really want to... Because we resist Fizz. Tao will get clobbered, yeah, but... Our Habaki's good against it. So let's see what these miracles can do for us.
Welcome to the...
First, Apotheosis, learn miracles. Recruiting demons in battle will cause them to immediately level up.
You wish to learn.
Didn't even have to think about that. Healing costs reduced by 50%. Those new prayers. Let's do Prayer of Magic. Or I want to hang on to it in case we get something really friggin' good from this next one. And we can actually register. Yeah. Everyone's basically the same. Except for you.
Are you registered?
And you've got Debilitate. But aside from that, no thank you. Alright, so let's Dyad fuse with you. Making Bishamonten is cool, but you'd have to give up too much. Sibylle? Especially with no physical resistances? I don't freaking think so. And we need him to be able to use electric attacks. You don't got that, you don't have a place on our team at the moment. Alright. Hold on, let's go into our compendium. Alright, you're friggin' weak though. We'll have to come back to Kahulin. For Ganesha... Ganesha's magic isn't that great, but it does resist Fizz. -6 on the Zeodyne, bro? Are you serious? Alright, so we're not making Ganesha with that. I'm not making Ganesha at all. F that. Thunderbird. Soufflé d'Eclair. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, let's shell out for Barong. Well, so the severe elect attack to one foe. Hold on. We might already have the demon that we really need, right? as long as it's level 60 plus. What level are you? 58. Nope. Way too friggin' low. Dude's almost 10 levels weaker. Okay. I think it's... Crap.
Welcome to the world.
So, Atavaka, since you don't have what we need... Does Mott have what we need? Zanbarion, right. I was super confused because I was like, what the heck is Zanbarion? But apparently there is, with Dying being heavy spells, we've got a new fourth for Severe for Zanbarion. At least I assume. We haven't seen Agibarion or Mazio-Barion or anything like that just yet, but... I mean, it's not like we're using him. And we've got Fizz Block on deck if we did that. Yeah, because you guys aren't doing anything. I don't really need Estoma. I mean, you just avoid encounters. Fizz Block, though, is a must. And... I think that might be all we can really do here. Well, we can drop Samarakan for Great Life Spring.
Is this demon to your liking?
Yeah. Alright, so we've got Mott now. Alright, Null Force, which is better than Resist Force by far. Yes, please. And High Restore, which we want over Fizz Breath, or Wind Breath, rather. Or... we can drop Great Life Spring for High Restore. What else? Wamu and Pazuzu are really burning a hole in our friggin' pocket. Yeah, let's get rid of both of them in one fell swoop. Electpleroma. And Zondyne. Let's... sure.
Is this demon?
Even though Aquans is going to gain crazy amounts of XP for skills that are absolutely not worth it. Yeah, we don't need Mabufu. Alright, so now... it looks like our only real choice here is Lachesis. You aren't good with Fizz. But we can do Boon Boost, Null Elec, and Mataru Kaja. Yeah, I think we'll stick with this. Well, the Electpleroma doesn't hurt, right? We'll drop Boon Boost in that for Endure.
Is this demon?
And we're definitely not getting mana aid. The aid skills genuinely don't really have any use. Not that I can tell. Like, yeah, we'd be going from fight to fight, but since we can always just return pillar to anywhere we need to go to. Bufu Baryon, check it out. Severe ice attack to one enemy. All right. Yeah. And for no ice, we'll get rid of Slumber Vortex. Or... she's level 66, so we're not going to be getting to Bufu Baryon anytime soon. Oh. Oh, we can make Norn now, I'm sure. Yeah, Megami Norn. Chimera and Loop Garo can make you. Whoa, we can actually make a lot of good stuff with this. Titania is another demon that we've got on deck, actually. Titania, Atropos, and Moshuvu. All demons that are going to join us if we ask. So we definitely want you. Yeah, you're not learning anything new. Neither are you. We don't have the correct Draco Strike for it, though. Let's null fire. Resist force. And we'll put Storm Draco Strike on him, so. Ooh, restore. Those two have a lot of good skills, but...
Is this demon?
I wish we could free up, like, if we could freely reassign every skill like you can do in Shin Megami Tensei 4, that'd be amazing.
My sword is yours. Oh?
So Safeguard is good. Low accuracy, that's all I need to hear. We're getting that out of there. Enduring Soul. Chance of Inflicting Mirage. Yeah. Okay. And now Skaha is last. Once we get to level 68, then we'd be able to fuse that with Loop Garo. Moloch. Can't make anything good with Moloch just yet, and I don't want to make another Aquans, or Flamus, rather. So now, let's go to Apotheosis. Essence Fusion. Because for Siegfried, we need Storm Draco Strike on him. Ananta. I'm sure we've got Storm Draco Strike on somebody weaker. Not this week, but... oh, she's got Resist Dark? Okay. I like that. If we have to, we'll take it from Ananta, but I'd just rather not. We do. Okay, Nagaraja. So we'll do Brave Blade, Storm Draco Strike. Then, during Soul Safeguard, yeah. Looks like we will have to give up Titanomachia. Or should we? Yeah, we'll give up Titanomachia for Brave Blade.
How is this?
Weak to light and dark, though. Ooh. Well, we don't have to worry about being hit by light or dark right now. At least not for the battle that we actually need him for, but... Siegfried might have to go bye-bye pretty quickly. Because those are some terrible things to be weak to. Alright. Fuki. Get you out of there. And with that, we are ready for the fight. Ready for the battle. How did I miss this? Asakusa Main Street ley line. There was one right here that I've walked past multiple times. What the heck? Okay. Now, it knows Titanomachia, so we want our fizz blockers. But, oh, we still have it, we still have its number. Nice. So we'll go ahead and open up with one of these bad boys. Get some. And then she will light of order to make sure we can get the most out of Siegfried's strength-based magic attacks. Alright, and then you will storm Draco Strike. 290. And a debilitate for your troubles. We've got everything perfectly set up. Now, if only Tao had Boon Boost. Yeah, see, this one can take a friggin' beating.
Be still. I will heal you.
Doubled up. Which means we can go in even more. Yeah, the double debilitate. Ooh. Critted, but wasn't enough. Tao does have Zeodyne. Way down there. And I think we'll have Arahabaki heal her. Now let's Oxbazoar you. This turn, though, no Oxbazoars, only death. Get some. We'll probably have to switch her over to Elect Gems because we want to make sure she's going to have enough for her attack. Items. Not an Elect Shard. We want to actually kill this thing in a timely manner. 315. And I think after this, we're going to definitely be exploring Odaiba. Double attack. Yeah. Not worried about that whatsoever. Alright, so we'll actually Omagatoki critical. Because this turn is the turn. We'll have 7 electric attacks, 1 boon boost. Skills, just so I don't have to worry about it next turn. Or, yeah, next go round, rather, I should say. Alright. 465. And Tao is definitely going to be reduced to using the gems for the time being. How much is for sure? 651. Because you gotta have you build your reserves back up, or at least not dip into them any further than we already have been. Everybody gets to use the Elect Gems. Get some. Going after us, huh? Yeah, see? Not worried about that whatsoever. And I think this is the turn we're going to need for our Habaki to re-up. Yeah, see? It's a debilitate turn, which is fine. Uh-oh! Really? We're double agility'd up, and it's double agility downed, and we still missed. Not a good look, Tao. Oh well. We're still not worried about losing.
Take this!
Get some. Nope. Blocks that completely. Either this turn or the next one should be it, as long as Tao doesn't friggin' miss again. Now we've got a problem. Because Tao's gonna have to chakra drop. Yeah, it's gonna have to be next turn. She doesn't have enough. Oh, wow. Alright, Arahabaki. We'll chakra drop her again. To make sure we can keep our buffs. We're not going to do that, though. We're going to keep attacking. Yeah. Big numbers. That's what we want to see. And just to reiterate, if you're wondering why her thing costs 119 instead of the 150 it started with, it's because we gave her 2 sutras to up her affinity. And now, with that set, we can go back to hitting with the electric gems. This thing really never gathered any Magatsuri. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, well. A win is a win. And so with this one, what do we get? Demon proficiency and divine proficiency. Which are it. These ones will give us our 8th slots. And I think demon proficiency is definitely more important than our own proficiency.
Welcome to the...
Alright, apotheosis. Learn miracles. Demon proficiency is 300. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Return.
So, what we're going to have to do now is, because we passed it up previously, can't pass it up now. Let's leyline cross, not yet to Odaiba, which is... Where's Odaiba? Where the heck is Odaiba? Oh. Ah, interesting. But yeah, before we can go back there... Yeah. From Shinobazu Pond, there's 2 of these that we can stake our claim on. This one... we should be able to get to by coming up here, it looks like. And then maybe dropping down. There it is. Okay. Oh, and a Mimon. Perfect. We also want you. Heading north gets you to Shinobazu Pond. Huh? You already been? So this will be an excellent opportunity. And it does look like we can just walk up there and grab it. Aha! No. I was sorely mistaken.
Hey,
Interesting. So how do we get on up there? Is it this away? It is not. Not sure what Okay, hold on. Okay, So I think I went about it the opposite way we should have. Let's go back this way. And then kind of like see if we can swoosh on up here like this. No, this gets us to exactly where we were at before. How the heck did we get up there? Hold on. 'Cause we literally just did this about 30 minutes ago. There it is. I think. Yeah, but this doesn't get us up there. Maybe up there isn't where we want to be at, though. So I got my eyes, I've got my eyes glued to the mini-map.
Yeah.
Along with railroads, Metropolitan Expressway, very important means of transportation in Tokyo. Supply goods and make country grow, grow, grow after war. That should be 160, yeah. So we've got new goodies coming our way, which I would never complain about. But, okay. So here's someplace that we're at the bottom of and cannot access. So it stands to reason that if we follow this path, it should let us up, right? And yet, it's a total dead end. Unless there's something that I wasn't seeing. Yes, there was something I wasn't seeing. Okay, golden. Now that we're over here, it should be fairly simple, actually. Yeah. You just keep to the upper path. Or something like that. Yes, this is what we were hoping for. Okay, yes. No! Oh, yes, nice! Items. You're friggin' dead, buddy boy. Mudo. That's fine. Everybody will just be able to hit him with a dark shard. Even if we're debilitated. Yeah, C517. And it might take us 3 of them to get the kill, but we'll get the freaking kill. Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. Definitely want the one there. No dark. Oh, she didn't learn it. Nice.
Of course.
Abyssal mask. Well, I mean, it might be more handy than Makajama own, so. But that is exactly what we wanted. Now we've got a new level.
Oh, you want some? Well,
And we're actually going to be heading back to the place. I think what I'm interested in, ooh, dang, is not fighting these. Though Titania does owe us. Oh, so we meet again. You're that demon who couldn't make room for a lady like me. Well, have you freed up any space?
That's right.
That will do. It seems you're ready to get serious about me.
Don't disappoint me.
I am the fairy Titania. Pleased to meet you. Alright. And she should, yep, instantly level up.
That's right.
My Zeodyne. So, that went really well. Exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, stay out of our friggin' way. Come to Papa. All ours. The power is all ours. Yes. Yes. And there's one more. Then we'll be good to go. And all we have to do is do a little drop down action. But before we do that, is there anything else juicy back here? Anything else worth claiming? Oh yeah. Whoa, you want a piece of us? Okay, buddy boy, come here. Nice. Won't know what friggin' hit him. Spyglass. Weak to Zon. Yeah, let's just use 4 shards.
Take this!
And you will do the same. Friggin' die. 3 more grimoires. Alice's essence. Mixtra's essence. Ganesha's essence. A primo haul if I say so myself. And I do say so. So with that, all that's left to do is to hop down. But there is one other thing that I wanted to test before we go to Odaiba. Alright. So we got all this glory. First things first, World of Shadows.
Welcome to...
Alright, and Apotheosis. It is time to learn this most miraculous of miracles.
You wish to learn.
8 skills on our demons at last.
Return.
They definitely made us work harder for this than we ever had to in either of the SMT4 games. Because, man. Alright. So let's leyline cross. To Tokyo Tower. Because what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can immediately get a new level. Because what I'm worried about is all of these effigies to demons, the ones that give us XP, that they're only giving us a set amount rather than the amount that we need to level up. If they're only giving us a set amount, then I'm probably going to have to travel to each of the ones that I've passed up and just grab them while they're still giving us more than the tiny bit. Oh, hold on. We should have gone to this one. And you know what we can do? We can probably actually also take on our Pally Pal. There's only a 5 level difference between us at the moment.
Here you go.
How do we get to... Yeah, let's just follow the path. The one thing about these Aitvaruses is that they'll come at us every single time, no matter what. No sense of self-preservation. It's very strange. Right, I think we gotta go up and then jump over something. Yeah, it's this away. Alright. We probably can beat him, but first, we'll test my theory. Because if this is still giving us those pertinent levels, then we won't be doing anything with him just yet. Alright. Alright, Mothman. How much, Yeah, see? We have a long ways to go. Zero! And I forgot it only affects demons. Oh, friggin' well. But I guess if there was any ever a time to do so, this would have been it. Now everybody can just learn their last skill. If they've got a last skill to learn. Well, at the very least, I'll be able to get all my demons some good stuff. You can have your Murderous Glee for free. Your Mazandine for free. Zonbarion. Bufubarion.
That's right.
Dang, dude, she hasn't fought a single battle but has leveled up twice.
Hey!
Alright. Dang. I completely forgot something that essential. That's okay, though. So, let's leyline cross into Odaiba, because I want to see what's going on over there. Since there's no Mimon hidden over here, I imagine it's going to be, yeah, pretty sparse. Or maybe we got screwed over when we paid all that money to Chironoop. And it wants a second helping of 20k in order to tell us where the Mimon around here are at. Alright, Ivarus, what you got? Oh, thanks again for helping with the omelet. I want to help out too, but that doesn't seem possible right now. Maybe next time. He's not going to offer to navigate for us, or
Oh,
what?
you want some? Well, do ya? Hey,
Life Drain Gem.
Hey, hey, hey! Hey,
Ice Sutra. Okay, so these are the better drop tables of the later areas, rather than the crummy ones of here. We do want to get over there, but it's looking like we're gonna have to run down, then cross our way back up. Totally capable of that. Oh. Okay, I thought I missed a jump over. I doubt we can fall off. Ooh, an item that is over there. Yeah. We can't get over there. Dispel Charm. Uh-oh, who's flying overhead? No, it's Seth. Okay, so here's where we can fight Seth at then. All we probably have to do is just stand on top of this thing and eventually he'll come looking for his death. Before all of that, though... What demon is back here? Lamu's Essence. 2 more Grimoires. So I guess for us, it's just Gospels. The only thing that can make us stronger is a Gospel. Ooh, a Vitality Bomb. There's no reason not to use that immediately. Thank you. It looks like... Yes. Yes, indeed. Come to Papa. Now we can get ourselves an 8th slot as well. And be friggin' done with it. I completely missed that. Seth is kind of not in our purview right now. It's not what we're here to kill. A lot of stuff around here to... There's another one. Another Glory Cache. Aogami Type 1 Essence. Oh ho ho. Do we have to go down in order to get over? An Automitama. Turn around, bro. You don't want to see us when we're creeping up on you. Come on. There we go. Time to move in for the friggin' kill. I think we still got it, though. 2 of them. Yeah, we can definitely do the 2. Spyglass.
This'll do.
Oh, it's level 10! Whatever. We could probably just Megidola and be good to go.
My power!
Yeah. So the Matamas are the same, but dang. Well, the Grimoires are still useful, but... Yeah. Do not want Seth seeing us.
Here you go.
I don't think Seth is too much for us to handle, but we're not here for that. Gotcha. And just like before, these things are all level 10, so we're not worried about them. We can just Megidola and then get our due. Ooh, missed one though. That's fine. We'll just get it back to Tao's turn, and she'll do what she should have done. How's a level 10 demon gonna dodge you though? 4 small glory crystals. Alright, well. So all we gotta do is hop. Okay. Well, I want to be able to use my glory crystals. It's not a guarantee we'll get those back. But we gotta know what we're up against with this new demon. So we'll return to the last visited pillar. World of Shadows. I'm actually feeling fairly confident.
Welcome.
As long as whatever we go up against doesn't use light or dark, we'll probably be able to get it, right? All right.
You wish to look.
Yeah. And that Aogami Type 1 essence. Severe strength-based almighty attack to one foe. Yeah, if we were building like that, it might be more worthy
Return when you have
to check
gathered
out,
all.
but at the moment, we are not. Alright. So just like before, we're going to head over there and then find out what kind of demon he was talking about. Ooh, we got to heal up Tao first, though. Alright, so who is it? Oh. It was Seth? Okay. I'm not really worried about this at all, though. Yeah, it's only level 62. Oh, bro, we're gonna kill the crap out of you. Weak to ice. Skills. Hit him with the Bufudine. Get some. Impaler's Animus. Don't really need that. We do, however, need the Debilitate. And since we know what you're weak to, which we have. Alright. Tao swoops us with the first Light of Order.
Be still. I will heal you.
Now that Mazandine could be a problem, because Zan is the only element that we are weak to. So we actually want to do force dampener. Nice. Well, complete waste of a force dampener, but wasted in the best way possible. And she can Light of Order us again.
Still, I will heal you.
Do we want to bet it all on Siegfried critting again? He's got Murderous Glee. Yeah, high chance of critical plus Murderous Glee. Basically gonna crit every single time. Well, I shouldn't say that. But we're gonna crit more often than we won't with that skill.
Freeze!
Get some. A team-wide Heat Riser plus Debilitate affecting every enemy. It's over. Dang. No crit, but we didn't really need the crit there anyways. Yeah, let's have an Ice Gem. Zeodyne. The complete miss. Embarrassing. No time like the present, right? Set up that little critical. Especially since we can use all 8 of our attacks this turn. Let's actually have everybody dip in to our Ice Gems. 584. Just to send a message.
Take this.
457. Not for you though. Alright, now we'll have, well, we'll attack with our Bufula. $523.
I won't hold back.
Cause she needs her MP for next turn. And you, second to last Ice Gem. We did a lot of damage that turn, Matarunda. That's okay, we got something for it. Nope. Physical, not a good choice. Not a good choice whatsoever. And Tao, you can, oh. Did Tarunda get an extra turn because he Matarunda'd us? That reset the turn count for our physical attack? Huh. Very interesting. Dang, no crit. Alright, that is not what we wanted to see. But hopefully, next turn we're going to need to debilitate, or next time we're not going to debilitate again. We're just going to be able to continuously attack and get what we want, which is a victory.
Take this.
144. Not super great, but still okay. Tentarafu. Okay, she's confused. Well, whatever Tao does, it'll be fine. Yeah, she's dazed. Alright, that's fine. Not enough for a Brave Blade, but we do have enough for an Ice Shard. Uh-oh, nope. She'll just stay confused. She'll win the battle, but won't know what the heck was going on. It's A-okay. Alright. So, that was relatively straightforward. Or not even relatively, it was pretty straightforward. We gotta get what we gotta get. So I guess that's why we never got a request to kill, delicious. But I guess that's why we never got a request to kill Seth, because Seth was a boss the whole time. Now I'm wondering if there's... Alright. There's another place for us to heal. Ooh. Definitely can't forget about that. Well, there's actually a bunch of item boxes around here.
Here you go.
Do we want to... I don't want to backtrack too much. Are you serious? You can't jump down? Alright, well, whatever. We'll just ignore it for the time being, then. We can go ahead and grab those anytime. Oh, Aogami, sensing a powerful demon ahead. That thing was not powerful. Okay, I was worried that we wouldn't be able to come up if we walked down like that, but... Nope, we were good to go the whole time. We just can't go any further down. Another thing of glory. There's so many of these Lamias. Alright. A little bit outdated, but I guess they'd be big fish in the small pond around these parts.
You want some? Well, do ya?
Marble bottle. Shabby building material. A fizz dampener. Oh, thank you. Definitely need those. And we also need a little bit of glory. And it looks like if we fall, we'll also be able to get some items. Whoa! Ooh, okay. There's one in the corner. Thank God for these invisible walls. Dang. Or, unless it's... No. Where the heck is it? It can't be in that small space, can it? Maybe it is. Ooh. There's stuff aplenty over here. Okay. It looks like if we go out and around, we'll get it. 24 sodas. Completely raided it. Bead chain storage full. We're really maxed out on bead chains? That's crazy. Oh, Lamia wants to talk. She does not want to scrap. And there's another item box over there somewhere.
Here you go.
But where? Charm gem. And some of these that we forgot to loot. Or neglected to loot. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Everything here is mine. Now where, oh where? Oh, the bead chain. Right, we can't collect it because we don't have space for it. Lord Khonsu aims for a world where everyone can live in peace. No difference in ability, no pestilence or plague. What would it be like to live in such a world? I simply can't imagine. Anubis and Isis. Khonsu's vaunted aim was to restore the gods of the Nile to their former glory. I stand as a representative of the Egyptian branch, though I confess I rarely bother with public appearances. I have an old story to tell. If you have some time, would you like to hear it? A long time ago, a prince met a girl suffering from a terrible disease. The girl was desperately fighting against the cruel fate that the gods had dealt her. The prince was moved by the girl's courage. None knew what he was thinking at the time, but he took a blade, cut his arm, and made the girl drink his blood. It turns out the prince had a miraculous ability. He could use his blood to lessen people's suffering. The prince gave blood to the girl every night. Slowly but surely, the girl grew healthy again. But tragedy came swiftly. The prince was drawn into war. For as long as he had his blood, he could not be defeated. So the prince filled wine barrels with his blood and ordered they be given to the girl regularly. He left for the battlefield, but in the end, it was for naught. He did not survive. Did they cut his head off or something? Without the prince's blood, his soldiers fell one by one. The kingdom fell, but with the blood that was still left, the girl was cured. To this day, the girl enjoys perfect health, completely unaware of the prince's sacrifice. The end. Well, did you find that interesting? Oh, really? I did make up the later half. Perhaps it didn't work so well. What really happened then? Maybe it's because I forced a tragedy into it. I do like those kinds of story developments, though. Thank you for listening. Here, this is for you. Alright. Ah, Soen. Thank you for your help with Horus. Right, we did kill Horus. But you should have no business here. The gods of the Nile have chosen not to get involved. Did anybody tell Khonsu that? Because, doesn't seem like he thinks that. It would appear Khonsu found his Ba, the human that is his soul, so to speak. In our family of gods, he would be the first to become a Nahobino. Were he to rise as our leader, I doubt we'd have any objections. And there, he's down there. Well now, that Khonsu boy suddenly lost interest in chasing the throne, eh? That's youth for you, I suppose. All passion and fire until something else distracts him. He's at that rebellious age. Is he youthful? I guess in terms of a god. So now that we have 160 Mimon, right before we go in... Oh, that's it?
What?
Alright, well, Siegfried's essence is still fine, so... Alright, Khonsu. We're here to put an end to your ambitions.
Yes.
So they sent an assassin after all. But I have to say, I didn't expect that assassin would be you. Doesn't a Nahobino such as yourself have more pressing matters to attend to? Or could it be that you've given up on the throne as I have?
Let's see.
Either way, the fact that you're here must mean you've come to kill me. I'm afraid I can't let that happen. There's something I have to do, you see. Alright, well, what level is he? Spyglass, 64. We might actually just be able to take this dude down. Ice, really? Alright. We'll actually open with... Well, she'll get another turn. We can light of order then. One Brave Blade. But he does have Hama skills. So Siegfried might have to get out of dodge. Yeah, Karnak. Heavy physical attack to all foes.
Freeze!
I mean, we can deal with him. We're just going to have to switch him out.
I won't hold back.
So we'll wait on the light of order until next turn. Change. Someone who's good against light. Sibylle. Also preferably has ice. No, you're weak to it. We do have someone with Bufubari on, so...
Your turn. Go!
Attack up. Nice. Uh-oh.
Burn to ash!
Yeah, we resist it, thankfully. We also resist that. Ooh. It is a good thing we hit it when we did with Debilitate, because if we hadn't, that would have been it for Arahabaki. One light of order.
Be still. I will heal you.
And now she'll be able to go full in with the Bufu Baryon. Yeah. Bufu Baryon kind of looks like Niflheim. Because, like, previous to this, the severe skills were like special ones. What was it? Ragnarok, Niflheim. Pontaray. And Ragnarok.
Freeze!
Did I say Ragnarok twice? Yeah, I think I said Ragnarok twice. I can't remember what the electric one was.
Be still. I will heal you.
But yeah, they were special skills. Alright, you will Bufu Baryon. And Arahabaki is just gonna stay in. Just gonna stay in with these ice shards because we did not re-up on our items. Oh man. Massive oversight on my part.
Witness my power!
Alright, the debilitate, which is fine. You can counteract that. Nice. One Bufula. Then she can Light of Order us again.
Be still.
And we've got chakra pots galore. Well, we got like 5, but we'll do what we gotta in order to make sure that we can stay on top of this. 588, almost 600. Yeah, we got a chakra pot. Dang, dude. We need somebody to give us Bufudine. Because this is not working. Or the Bufula is definitely not putting us in as good of a position as we could be. You know what? Atropos' essence probably has Bufu Baryon in it. So if I can find another Atropos... No. She'd have to not be on our team in order for us to get that. Nice! Arahabaki. Alright, we will actually do something a little dire here. And try to get him.
Freeze!
537. Okay, everybody's gonna be on the offensive. 501. You know this Bufu Baryon is about to hurt. Wow. 814, bro. Okay. Well, 200's not that bad. I wasn't expecting to clobber this guy this hard, but... Well, maybe I shouldn't say that before the fight is actually over. 845. We did pick a pretty good moment to use it, though. Oh, nope. Oh, but he did get us with that. Gathering Magatsuhi. Okay. We are reduced to ice sharding. She can heal us with a Light of Order. Well, cancel our debuffs anyways.
Be still. I will heal you.
I think we're going to have to waste our own turn healing ourselves. Yeah. 614. A few more of those and we'll be good. Yeah, we gotta debilitate you, broski. Sorry about that. It's got Mahama on, so...
Here.
I mean, I don't think... Nobody here is weak to that, but... We just need one Amrita soda
Behold, my power!
so that we can attack next turn. Yeah, see, everybody here is good against that, but why not? We can buy light dampener, so it's not like it's any great loss. It's just Arahabaki. Not gonna be able to do much this turn. Nope, didn't have to do anything. Well, Kansu's out of the game. Alright, dude. You had a good run. Is this truly the end? But they said they found the person who's got his knowledge, though, right? Who could it be? I can't die yet. I still have to... we can stow our weapon, I guess.
What?
Are you saying you'll let me go? I see. Now that you know I have no interest in the throne, you've judged that I'm no longer a threat.
No.
Also, I want to be able to fuse you, and I want to fight you as a Nahobino, too. I'm not going to thank you, but I can promise you that I will not seek the throne. I have no intention of becoming a Nahobino. What? Okay.
Take care.
I shall graciously accept your offer and take my leave. I have to quickly recover my Magatsuhi. Alright, well. Kansu left. I wonder if Dominion's gonna be unhappy with us. Probably, right? Well, F Dominion. Let's leyline cross. We'll go back to Taito. And yeah, he was close to here. The Asakusa Bridge. Shraosha. In Zoroastrian lore, Shraosha's duty is to listen to humanity's cry for Ahura Mazda. It is also known to descend after sunset to vanquish evil, and its name literally means observance. Mixra, commonly known as Mixra Buddha or Mixra. Yeah, we're not interested in that. Shraosha probably has some killer light skills. Might have Hama Baryon. Or Mahama Baryon.
Oh, you want some? Well, do ya?
Well, there's no Hama dying. Maybe Hama and Muto have their own severe versions. Well, what is the situation at the Egyptian branch? You explained what happened. You left him without dealing the killing blow. Do you mean to say he has no desire to take the throne? I'm not sure I can take those words at face value, but the Egyptian branch shouldn't be causing any trouble for now. Alright, that result is enough. Good work. Here's your reward as promised. 5 small glory crystals. And 80k XP. Now then, I must be going. I hope the next time we meet, it won't be as enemies. That'll depend on you, my guy. It does leave me kind of aimless. Because I do not know how to get to where we need to be at. Alright, well, I guess there's no harm in calling it a part here, so definitely join me then for more Shin Megami Tensei 5. Bye for now, guys.